Well, hey there, YouTube. It's time for another voice teacher reaction video. And tonight I'm going to do, again, I can't resist it. I had a great recommendation. Another NIGHTWISH week fantasy. It's supposed to be fantastic, so I'm really excited to listen to it. So sorry about last week. I don't know when you're watching this. If you happen to watch it the week after I was supposed to have a video last week, I did one, and it got blocked worldwide because of copyright. And they didn't give me any kind of an area that I should edit, so there was nothing I could do about it. So sorry about that, and I didn't have time to do another one. So anyway, here we go, and this is going to be really cool. Very excited about this because I love NIGHTWISH, so it's going to be awesome. I'm sure all you love NIGHTWISH as well. So anyway, let me introduce myself. I'm Mike Goodrich, creator of the Inner Singer podcast, Inner Singer singing programs, all things Inner Singer. And if you want to find out more about some of the stuff I do, go over to the innersingerhub.com. Just like it sounds, innersingerhub.com. All the links are in the description for everything that I will offer you. In the meantime, though, you didn't come here for that. You came here for this. So let's do some absolute serious rocking and get into NIGHTWISH week fantasy. Here we go. Here we go.
A storytelling breed we are. These stories given to us are filled with suffering, slavery, and the selfhood of a condescending ape. Every child is worth a better tale. storytelling.
Okay, hang on. Let me figure out how to turn this thing off.
Stories given to us.
There we go. It's oh man, that's friggin' awesome. I love that so much. This band like never ceases to completely amaze me. Man, I love Flora's voice so much, going up to that D just constantly. Just knocking it. Just knocking it, like never tiring. And this concert, I mean, people tell me it was incredibly long, and she just keeps doing that over and over and over again with that gorgeous high mix with that perfect vibrato, and then that beautiful head voice that she sings in, and then that incredible rock grit that she brings into the thing. Man, oh man. And Marco never fails to completely impress me and blow me away. When they're singing in unison, he's killing me. I mean, he's up B, C, D, just killing it. And he acts like it's not even high. I mean, this guy is just, I'm beyond impressed when I realize this guy's playing an instrument, not even thinking about anything except what he's communicating. And playing the instrument, everything's working out great. He's a phenomenal guitar player, bass player, everything. And then sings like just, envious. I envy that. I would love to be able to do that. That would be awesome. If I could do that, I would not be doing this. Needless to say, right? Man, oh man. Friggin' great. Unbelievable. And everybody in the band. I don't know how I went for so many years missing this. I grew up in the days of, I was a little kid when the Beatles happened, and then, like people like Jethro Tull, and they did Thick as a Brick, which was really awesome, and then you had Emerson, Lake and Palmer, and then, on the other side, like Weather Report coming out, and there was completely different genre of music, and then, later there was Steely Dan, and all these really great musicians would start creeping in, and when I was a kid, I didn't realize how good these people were. I mean, I really didn't. I played in a lot of rock bands. I played guitar. I played drums. I played all that. I tried to imitate everything Clapton ever did. I did my best. Some of it I did pretty well, I hear from old friends of mine. But I had no idea how good these people were. And then Van Halen comes along, right? And then these folks, I always prided myself on, understanding music and knowing music. I don't know how this kind of stuff snuck by me for so many years. I've been teaching for 30 years, and I just started doing YouTube, right, 6 months ago or something like that. And I started discovering all these people recommended by all you great folks out there who subscribe and leave comments. And this whole world of music is now completely open to me that I never knew even existed. I mean, I knew about metal, right? But I didn't know these guys were so good. I mean, unbelievable. I mean, I'm thoroughly and completely impressed. I did begin to get a clue, about 20 years ago, I had a good buddy of mine who played keyboard for Ronnie James Dio. His name's Claude Schnell. Phenomenal guy, phenomenal keyboardist. And just, and when I met Claude, I was working with his singer at the time. And when I met, not Ronnie, but a new singer that Claude had back. This was 20 years ago. And phenomenal keyboard player this guy was. And he had like 100-year-old Steinway, and he was just unbelievable player. And that was my first clue. I was like, whoa, these guys in some of these rock bands are unbelievably talented. And Nightwish is no exception. These guys are friggin' great. So anyway, I absolutely loved it. Totally loved it. Anytime I get to watch Nightwish, I love it. I wish I could see them live. I hope all this stuff ends soon so, they can start touring. But I don't know, it'd be emotionally tough to make it through an entire show. It's hard for me to make it through an entire song. I mean, I get all hopped up, it's crazy. It's awesome, though. I totally love it. So anyway, I've talked about a few vocal things. Marco's he sounds like he's in his chest voice up there, but he really isn't. It's a real strong mix that sounds like chest, but he has so many colors he can bring to the party. He can bring this kind of pharyngeal, rocky, kind of crazy thing, and then this gruff with so much, bottom resonance in it That's what confused me when I was a kid as a singer trying to do that kind of stuff. I couldn't do it because I was trying to pull my chest voice. I was killing myself. Man, these guys really know what the hell they're doing. It's awesome. So anyway, yeah, man, I hope you enjoyed that. I do really love that stuff. And, you know, I go into some of these things in my free video series that you're probably absolutely tired of hearing about. But, you know, just in case there's somebody new and hasn't heard about it, I do a free singing accelerator video series where I have 3 videos. I have one on the magic of vowels, and it's totally all about the vowels. That's how people are making it through their bridges if they know how to dial in the vowels, right? And I have one on authentic performance for singers, which, you know, you watch these guys and, you know, they got that down. And one on singing in the brain, which talks about the mindset and the inner game, which is so important. That's really the 3 pillars of singing, right? You got the technique, you got the mindset, and you got the performance. You know, 2 of those without the other, not so great. You know, 1 of those without the other 2, you're hosed. I mean, you know, you really, really need all 3 of them. So go grab that video series if you haven't already. And I've got an ebook called The 5 Biggest Mistakes Singers Make When Singing in the Mix or Belting, how you can avoid them. That's really awesome. I'll tell you the difference between mixing and belting, if there is one, you know. You have to read the book to find out. But anyway, yeah, the link will be in the description as well. I have a Wisio page as well, and I will give you feedback. I will give you an audio or a video. It's a little better in an audio, I think, actually, because, I don't know, it's just easier. But audio, video, whatever. You send me an audio or a video, and I will basically help give you something to take you to the next level. If you say, hey, I need an opinion on this, I need help with this, whatever, you know. And it's really, really cool. It's really fun. So go ahead and do that if you want. Links in the description. Oh, you know what? Go to the Inner Singer Hub. Links in the description. Everything that I create, everything that I have is there. I mean, in the singing realm. I mean, not everything I've ever created is there. Can you imagine that? But singing stuff is totally there. So innersingerhub.com. And you can find any products, anything, whatever, you know. And so there you go. Please subscribe. That's how I'm finding out about all these great things. When you subscribe and you leave a comment, that's awesome. Hit the bell for notifications. I'm really ranting and raving all over the place. Now, like if you like it, thumbs up. And there you go. Keep your suggestions coming in. That's how I find out about all this stuff. And God, I hope this one gets released, you know. So far, you know, I haven't had any problem with NIGHTWISH's videos. They seem to allow them to get released, which is awesome. This other thing was, I've only had 2 since I've been doing this that were blocked worldwide. And it's incredibly discouraging because I spend a lot of time. You know, probably doesn't look like I spend much time, right? But I spend a little time on these things. So anyway, there you go. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.